Welcome to the Beyond Physio podcast, where we help you move, excel, and inspire others on your journey to your next level with knowledge and advice from experts and testimonials from our like-minded community. So here with me is Tevin Johnson, who is the general manager over at Alloy Fitness in Cary.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Jerry. I appreciate it.
So talk to us about what makes Alloy different than other training types of gyms.
Yeah, everything isn't for everyone, right? We realized that, and Alloy was created, I'll give you like a little bit of back history, created in the 90s. They were selling small group training to gyms. And then fast forward to 2015, we opened our first location in Atlanta, which is our headquarter location. And we realized that we can do our own small group training, right? We can figure out what to do and not give it out to the world. Franchise in 2017, now we have about 120 locations today. We're constantly growing. Alloy was created for the people who were underserved. And what do I mean by that? The underserved people are your 40, 50 plus who've done all the things, the boot camps, the fad diets, the big gyms, and they never got what they needed. They got overlooked, or their form was never corrected, or they got a serious injury and it caused a scarred relationship with a trainer. With us, we focus more so on how we can make you better, right? How can we build you up from the ground up to make it feel like you can live forever? We know functional training, as you're doing this, functional training is the key to keep people alive longer and keep people moving. So with us, we focus solely on strength training. We bare bones. We know what we do, and we know what we don't do. Yeah, that's Alloy.
So now walk us through what happens when somebody who's maybe saw an ad or they heard from a friend that Alloy is a place that you might want to try. Walk us through that process, because people might be nervous about coming in. How do you put people at ease?
Yeah, what we do from the start is, say you do come in as a lead, right? I'll call you. Hey, I'm Tevin. I'm the general manager over at Alloy. What are you looking for? What have you done? How can I help you? And what caused you to click on our ad? Because that's a really good question you need to know. Why do people click on the beautiful ad that they see? After we have that conversation, I book a time to come in and talk to me face to face, right? I want to see you. I want to be able to get my eyes on you so I can see how your body's moving, what those muscle mass and body fat numbers look like. So we'll take you through about an hour session. We call it our starting point session. It's completely free. It's just your time. So when we take you through that starting point session, we go through your goals, right? Again, what have you done? What do you want to do? A lot of times when you go into gyms, they try to tell you what you should do or what they recommend. But my approach is, hey, what am I going to be doing for you to make you feel better? And then we go through a movement screen. How's your body moving? What's your flexibility? What's your mobility like? How's your ankle flexion? We check all those things because those are super important when you're doing strength training. So you want to injure yourself, right? And if someone who already has an injury, we don't want to make it worse, right? We want to make sure that you are being built up from the bottom up, essentially. After we do that movement screen, we'll go through an in-body scan. We get to know your muscle mass, body fat, water weight, how many calories are going out versus what's coming in. And those information, or that piece of information, is really important because it gives you a baseline of why your body's doing the things it does, right? How much water your body has. A lot of times people don't realize how many calories their body actually burns outside of exercise, which is super, super informational for a lot of people. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know I burned 1,500 calories a day. Yeah, your body has to keep you alive, right?
Yeah.
So just getting people to understand what is happening behind the scenes. After we go through that session, we talk about the finance side of things, right? That's the most important part. But we keep everything simple. Jerry will tell you he joined the gym and I kept it super simple. I didn't try to sell him a dream. I didn't ask him $1 million up front. I just said, hey, what do you think works for you? So yeah, that's usually what happens.
That's awesome. So it's very clear cut. What I really appreciated about Tevin was when I met him, I didn't feel any of that salesy vibe. He wasn't trying to push me one direction or another. It was more about what it is that I would want to get out of this and what I'm looking for. And so that was a great conversation. I appreciated that, which is why I like to tell our clients who I think are appropriate for Alloy, hey, this might be a good place for you because you're going to get the kind of attention that you need and you're not going to feel like you're pushed into one program or plan or another.
100%. And to add on to the after process, right? So you say you do join, hopefully you do. We make sure that we understand where your areas of improvement are. Our job is not to make you feel broken. We don't want to make you feel like you are an impossible fix. We just also still need to know that you do have areas that you need to improve. We never want to compromise you or put you in a position where you don't feel empowered. A lot of times when you do training with certain places, certain people, they regress you to a point where you don't feel empowered. And it's demotivating, right? You don't want to ever hear, oh, you can't do that, so I'm going to make you do the easiest thing possible. Here at Alloy, we're like, hey, maybe you can't do that deep squat, but let's elevate your feet. Let's still get you in some depth so you can really feel those quads or really target those glutes like you need to target. And again, that's what makes us different, right? We don't ever want to make anyone feel like it's impossible to hit that fitness goal. Example, we have a member, she's 83, her name is Gail, oldest member in the gym.
Wow.
She comes here every day and kicks butt. She never wants to do the easy thing. She wants to do the hard thing. And if it's hard, she'll regress it, but she'll still try.
I love that.
And that motivates me, man. I'm only 33. And I think about when I'm in my 50s, 60s, how do I want to move? How do I want to be? Gail's my hero. I love Gail to death. She's a real estate agent too. So we need help. She got you. But she's an amazing person. And that's the community that has gotten overlooked for so long. So yeah, man, we're a place for you. And that's what we do.
Now, walk us through what a typical session might look like so people have an understanding of what to expect in each session.
Also, really good question. So there are going to be total body workouts every session. We don't do the normal splits where you do legs one day, chest one day. It's total body strength training. First day for a day one person, you come in, you get introduced to the coach. We have a database where we keep all your information in. So we know what your problem areas are, what you can't do. Because I like to put extensive notes, right? We need to be able to have this information so that when you are in these sessions, these coaches can know exactly what you need. That's how we personalize it. That's how we make it special to just you. So example, if you just had a shoulder surgery, we're going to make sure that, hey, that right shoulder is not to be in any planes that are here or here, but we still want to make sure you still get some work, right? So we may do something that's a little bit more aggressive, but still able to move that body. But you meet the coach, you guys chat to see where you are, it's introduction type of thing. And then we go through a warm up. When everybody comes in for the session, we do a big group warm up. Our coaches are going to be asking you questions. Hey, how you feeling? Anything aching? What's going on today? Our coaches do a really good job at connecting. Jerry can attest to that.
Agree.
They ask questions, they chat with you, they see how you're doing. And not to say you're not going to get that anywhere, but I just know from my experience, this is the better option I've seen. And I've been around this thing for a long time. We take you through that warm up, and then the coach will demo the workouts. Again, it is total body. It's about an hour session, but the coach will go through every movement. For a new person, we'll pair you with someone who's been around for a little while because the community is also very great. We have a bunch of members who are cheerleaders for Alloy, but also cheerleaders for change. And that's a really good thing. And a lot of times you don't get that when you just go anywhere. You might say, hey, we're one person one time, but some of these people here go to Whole Foods for lunch together. They walk together.
Really? That's cool.
They live in the same neighborhood, some of them.
Yeah.
It's a really good community. And you'll get that too. I like to tell a lot of people who are first timers that everybody had a day one, right? Everybody had a first day where it might have been overwhelming, but now I have members who are at 150 sessions, right? So you get empowered, right? You go through your session for that 1 hour and the coach will take you a nice little pull down, give you some announcements for the day, and then we'll get a cool picture of you. So with your first workout picture. So that's usually what a typical regress version of day one looks like.
That's awesome, Tevin. So if you're in the Cary area and you're maybe on the fence about what you want to do with your fitness because you've tried other things, maybe you are over 40, like I am, and you're looking for a solution for your fitness that involves expert coaching, an environment that is supportive, and a community that will rally for you, this is the place to be. How can people get in touch with you, Tevin, if they want to get more information on Alloy?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. You can definitely go to our Instagram. It's going to be Alloy Personal Training Cary. You can reach out to me via email. It's going to be info.cary@Alloy Personal Training. I'm sure Jerry's going to share some more contact information, so you can definitely click on the video or drop down in the comments. And if you're interested, shoot us a DM, comment on the video, let us know, and I'll reach out to you. Again, no hard sell, right? We know that we've all been sold to every single day. We've all been in 25 million different gyms. Our goal is to figure out, what do you need and what can we do to fill that gap? Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tevin.
Yeah. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate you.
Thanks so much for tuning into today's episode. It really does mean a lot to us. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment if you got at least 1 or 2 helpful insights or takeaways to help you get to your next level.